I like this.
Thank you.
It's Jim
Dude,
Shark.
I love this vest. I love this vest. I
I didn't even know you were a vest person, to be honest.
I wasn't until I got this vest, and now I just can't take it off. In our last video, the most recent one, I have it on.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah,
I didn't.
yeah. I watched it. I'm
You
like,
want
yeah,
some?
that's the.
You want
No,
some?
I'm okay. Thank you. Maybe I'll take a bite. Actually, I'm fucking starving.
Here, have the other half.
Oh, really?
Have the other half.
The other half?
Yes, dude.
The whole other half?
Yes, Josh.
That's a no. Okay. Oh my god.
It's fire, bro.
Great googly moogly.
I was like, put barbecue on it. You're the one who put me on to the
You're
barbecue
welcome.
sauce. Thank you.
The guy was like, barbecue sauce? I'm like, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my god, is this how we're starting off the video? That's great.
It's already started.
Mm.
Mm.
A little bit of ASMR.
Just a little bit. And it's worth every second.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. If you've never had Shaw's, there's one in Bridgeport.
Shout out Shalal Sal Food. Hasha Salal Food. Shalal's.
There's one in there's one in Bridgeport. There's one in Stamford, and then there's one in Fairfield. Is there one in Stamford? I mean
I don't think
Fairfield.
there's one in Fairfield.
Oh,
I would have known.
Yeah, you
They
would have
might
known.
be opening one up.
Probably.
No,
Probably.
I haven't been there in a while.
Shaw's is fire. Oh man. You know it's crazy. We're not supposed to have hot food in here.
We're not supposed to have food, period.
We can have snacks. They took that away too.
I've been busted for a lot of things in this library. The librarian police, no joke. They get paid too much, clearly. Mm.
Bro, this is fire, bro. One thing about Shaw's is they put
They put love in this.
I was gonna say that they put like their turban in it, but instead of like left foot or like
No, they
Maybe
put love in this.
maybe that was inappropriate, but it's fire.
God.
Oh,
Like
I
every single
love-
time
I
I, go
love this,
back
bro.
there, it gets better and better. I don't understand. It's the right amount of everything. Like it's not even an American restaurant, and they're serving American food. That's
American
better than most.
American restaurants are trash. That's why.
Yes.
They're trash.
Yes.
Someone once told me that any restaurant that you go to where they put salt and pepper on the table and the salt and pepper is almost done,
Leave.
leave. Leave.
That's funny. Yeah, name one good American restaurant. Drop it in the comments. They don't exist. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, they don't. They don't. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. I'm stealing half of the meat. This imaginary. Oh, there. It's not an imaginary. I thought it was in my mind, but it's not. I'm gonna steal this.
Wow, what a great way to start off the episode.
No, seriously. I actually would add like a little something a little spicy. Not spicy, but a little
kick.
kick. But aside from that, this is
Like
fire.
like what about like a tangy
Like a tangy barbecue.
like tahini?
No,
No?
tahini, like tahini, as
too
in like
much?
what you put on candy.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't put that on this.
No?
I think I wouldn't be going for that flavor. I'm looking for more of like a ghost pepper.
What about banana peppers?
There we go. Banana peppers will go crazy on this.
I'm about to put everybody on right now. Shaw's Halal Food.
Banana
Located
peppers.
one in Stamford on Main Street. One in
in
Bridgeport, apparently.
on Main Street.
On Main. Wow, they're just taking over Main
They're
Streets.
taking over all the main streets.
That's one thing I don't understand and I don't like. Why are there like the same name streets in different areas? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It should be unique.
nobody that creative to come up with a new name everywhere. I mean, it makes
It
sense
is
though.
not hard to make a name for a
every
street.
main street is the main street of its city. Main Street in Bridgeport is the main street. Main Street in Stanford is one of the main streets. Bridgeport's main street is definitely the main street of Bridgeport.
I don't really go to Bridgeport, so.
I was about to say, how you gonna tell me?
So why are you wearing that hat?
He looked at me and said,
Why are you wearing that hat?
I don't do my hair. I don't. Honestly, well, I like the way that hats look on me, number one. But I haven't been, like, I'll moisturize, and that's it.
What do you use
But
for
if I get a
moisturizer?
haircut, there's two different kinds. Sometimes I use Shea Moisture. Two different kinds of moisturizer that I use.
Uh-huh.
I use Shea Moisture. And please, if you have any suggestions of what hair moisturizers, shampoos, conditioners I should be using, let me know. Because I'm not obviously a professional.
I just flip my hair like.
I really forget that you're bald sometimes. Like sometimes like someone will be like, "Oh, who's that guy on the podcast?" I'm like, "Oh, that's Josh." She was like, "Oh, the bald guy." I'm like, "He's not even." Every time,
It just clicks.
Yeah, because I forget that you're bald.
Yeah, I forget too sometimes. And like back when I had hair, I had like that long flowy hair.
He used to have hair.
I used to like flip my hair like that.
Really?
Yeah, all the time. I thought it was so
Did you
cool.
have like the emo cut?
It wasn't emo. It was like
A bowl cut?
like down to the eyebrows, but like
So
it
like
was
a bowl?
flowy.
Oh, it like went to the side. It
Yeah.
went to the side. Okay.
Yeah.
You had like a part. Did you have a part?
No, I had a spiral, like like it
Oh.
grows out. Like I don't know how else to describe that.
No, I think a spiral was.
I'm not a hair professional.
We know.
Everybody, a lot of people ask me like, "Oh, do you shampoo?" And I'm like, I used to. No, straight up, I used to because like
What kind of question do you shampoo now, though?
I don't use shampoo.
Duh.
I literally use a bar of soap for my entire body, face included.
Oh, you don't use a washcloth?
Mm-mm. 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 Mm-mm.
You see this?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
You don't use a washcloth?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I will buy you a washcloth for you to use one time, just to tell me how you felt.
What is
after
a
you-
washcloth for? Be specific. Why is it different from a towel?
The towel you use to dry yourself,
Okay, and what's a washcloth?
you use to wash yourself.
Wait, what?
Josh,
Wait.
it's funny because this is your. I forget you're white sometimes.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I forget.
Have you noticed
I
our
forget.
skin complexion
I
difference?
forget that Josh is a white man sometimes. Because what?
Homie, I had a the
Like
place,
what kind of white
the
guy
place-
says homie? Like this is like you don't use a watch. Okay, it's in the name. Washcloth. What do we use it for?
washing?
What's the difference between a washcloth and a towel? You wash yourself with a washcloth.
I'm gonna be honest.
Dude, if you use
That
a
makes
washcloth
sense now.
one time,
That never clicked.
I promise
it just
you.
now clicked.
Bro, I promise you, if you use a washcloth one time, you'll feel a difference in
what's
cleanliness.
Why? Why?
Bro, literally, when I use a
Why can't I
washcloth,
just use a bar of soap? Tell me.
you
Why
know,
can't I use my bar of soap?
let me tell you.
Go for it.
Let me tell you why I
I'm
use
waiting.
a washcloth. Every time I use a washcloth,
Mhm.
I feel like the dead skin roll off of me.
That sounds like pain.
No,
in
it's
a
not
towel.
painful at all. It's dead skin coming off of me. I just know when you use a washcloth
And
one
yet
time,
you're still ashy.
I'm not. That's that's not what makes. Why do you think I get ashy, Josh?
Because it's
why do you
dry
think
skin.
black- why do you
Because
think
it's dry-
black
but
people get-
Because it's dry skin.
So
It's-
what does that
but
have
like
to do?
but what is
with
dry
my
skin?
skin rolling
What is
off?
dry skin?
Dry skin is skin that's not moisturized.
But what is the surface of it? What like when you
Dry
when you,
skin
like,
is skin that is not moisturized. If I do
Right,
not
right,
put
right,
lotion
but if
on,
you go like
I
this-
missed the
but
spot
if
on
you go-
lotion on this
if you go
arm.
Like this, if you go like this on the dry skin, does it sort of like
No. No, it doesn't.
no?
No.
Okay.
Your
Well,
point is
it
not
that
valid.
skin?
No. Dry skin is simply non-moisturized skin. That's why you moisturize hair. Because when your hair is not moisturized and when it is moisturized, it's two different things.
Mm-hmm.
Like when a black person combs, brushes, or parts their hair, they have to moisturize it if they have 4C hair, which is my texture hair is 4C.
Yeah, what is that?
4C, it's all about like the texture, how thin each hair is, the texture of it. Some hair is more curly than other black hair.
That is way too complicated. Just shave your head.
No. So the difference between like we black folks don't constantly have straight hair or constantly have a certain texture in hair. But in order to avoid pain with people with 4C hair,
What do you mean pain?
like it hurts.
To like comb it?
Yeah, if it's not moisturized, you're an idiot for wasting like
That's like
0.20 cents.
No, that's like 10 grams of protein right there.
That is just about.
Just
Pick that
about.
up. This is why they don't
No,
want
no,
us.
no.
I got it.
Oh.
We're just throwing this away.
No.
Anywho. So yeah, when you see that my skin is white, you're gonna miss.
You're gonna be slowly becoming one of us.
No,
What if you guys get so ashy that
it's not gonna work.
Okay.
But it's not. It's not gonna work. When you guys are ashy, you guys are ashy. Like you guys get ashy too. It's not as apparent. But when we get ashy, it just becomes white. It just means that like that's why I always bring lotion in my book bag, because every time I wash my hands after I use the bathroom, my hands get ashy.
So is it like it's
So I
just more
put lotion
noticeable
on.
for you guys, but it's like the same level of ashiness?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if it's not like we don't get more ashy than you guys. For
Right,
not
it's
being
just more
ashy.
noticeable.
It's just noticeable. Like you'll
Okay.
just see the white in my skin. Like that's really what it is. But that has nothing to do with the washcloth. The washcloth simply just washes you deeper. It's like a deeper scrub.
I don't know. Like, why is it that you guys always use it, and how come we don't?
I'm not saying like if I go to somebody's house and I'm hanging out and I'm taking
Like,
a shower.
if you go to
if I
my
go to
family's
if I go to
house,
your house,
you ask
I'm
for
not
a
gonna
washcloth,
use-
they're gonna be like,
I'm not gonna
A
ask
towel?
for one. Yeah, but it's also about knowing like time and place and just knowing your environment. If I go to Josh's house and I'm gonna take a shower, I'm not asking these white folks for. I'm not asking these white folks
you're
for.
gonna bring your own washcloth.
Not if it's unplanned. I don't mind using a bar of soap. We're not opposed to using soap. We just feel cleaner after using a wash. Happy
That's
New Year,
interesting.
by the way.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. This is the first episode of the new year. I hope you're enjoying
2024.
so far. If you haven't, please subscribe, share, like, comment, and let us know how you guys are doing. It's a brand new year.
Any
we're-
goals, resolutions?
Any goals, resolutions, and yeah, comment if you use a washcloth. I feel like there's a reason why. Okay. Here's another question. How many times do you shower a week?
Do I shower a week?
Yeah.
Probably 7 times a week, 1 per day.
Okay.
I mean, it also depends. Like,
Okay. No. Okay. This is where you kind of like win me back, and I'm like, okay, he's not that white, because I know a lot of Caucasian folks who shower 3 times a week.
That's
every
disgusting.
week.
That's disgusting.
Thank you. You heard it
That's
from
disgusting.
this man from the mountains of Caucasus. That you've heard it.
Caucus?
Anywho, you heard it from Josh himself. Not showering every day is disgusting.
Who do you know that
I-
showers 3 times a week?
Are you serious?
Who?
Maybe it's because you're Jewish.
No, let me talk to this person. This is
No.
just pure
No.
hygiene.
Some people argue that because if they shower Monday, they don't have to shower Tuesday. Or I mean, I feel like
Okay,
there's a
hold
point.
on,
there
hold
there
on,
is
hold
there
on,
is.
hold on.
Hold on. Like
Let me-
to
okay,
an extent.
I think I understand
to
that
an extent,
logic.
like if I shower on Monday,
Because
right?
if I shower on Monday and like, you're talking about in the morning?
I think it all depends on context. But go ahead, say what you're
So
saying.
if I shower in the morning on Monday and
Okay.
I don't do like anything, and I mean anything, and then like I don't sweat at all, and I don't get dirty, I'm not doing anything, I would understand why you wouldn't shower on Tuesday. Also, like if you're living in your parents' place, you're like being mindful you don't want to waste hot water or just water in general.
Oh,
Yeah,
nah.
I get that.
At my house, I don't even think about wasting water or not. Like, well, and I
That's
understand.
not my point. That's not my point.
No, I understand that that is a valid.
But yeah, I would understand like if you shower in the morning on Monday and then you don't do anything, and then Tuesday you don't shower. If you
go to
shower
sleep, do
Tuesday
you-
night,
Do you wear deodorant when you go to sleep?
No, because I shower in the mornings, and I also don't sweat at night. So like, I mean,
That's
it
a
depends.
okay point. I wear deodorant when I go to sleep.
Why?
After I take a shower, I just feel it's kind of
So
like
hold on. Context.
go ahead.
When do you take showers? What part of the day?
It depends. Let's say Sunday. I usually shower every morning. Because I work out every morning.
Yeah.
There are days that I don't work out.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
When I'm up at 4 a.m. going crazy, singing my gospel songs and my gospel prayers, and I'm lifting those dumbbells, I'm going crazy.
Hallelujah.
I'm telling you, gospel music for me personally, while working out, is insane.
It hits. I bet it does.
It just hits. Anyway, so when I work out, every time that I work out, I feel disgusting. Even like afterwards, even
that
if
makes
I don't
sense.
like break crazy sweat, I go upstairs because I work out in my basement,
Mm-hmm.
or if I do go to the gym, I go home and
Right.
shower. But I go home right after I make my protein shake. I drink it. I hop in the shower.
Mm-hmm.
Then I get out of the shower, and I go on with my day. Now,
Right.
if I have an elite day outside, as in, let's say I go to school and I come back and I did a lot of walking or whatever.
You work up a sweat a little
I'll work
bit.
up a sweat. I'll probably shower again later on that day.
Yeah.
But
I get
if
that.
if I don't like go do anything crazy, I
Yeah,
I
like-
change my clothes. Like a
It-
lot of people argue that because you don't change your, like, if you go home and you just go on your bed, that's dirty. To an extent, I agree. Outside clothes on my bed, I
yeah,
don't
I'm
really
not gonna
like
be
that.
wearing outside clothes underneath the covers. Like what?
Exactly. So I change my clothes, but if I took a shower in the morning and I didn't break a sweat and I'm chilling all day,
Mm-hmm.
I will go to sleep perfectly fine. I'm gonna probably shower the next day. The reason why I put deodorant on is the same reason why I put lotion on right after I take a shower. I personally, well, for my personally, I don't know about anybody else. I put deodorant on because I feel like when I wash my armpits, I feel like my armpits get really dry, and even if I don't sweat for real, I feel like I get musty regardless.
So hold on, give me a scenario. So you don't,
I feel like my armpits are dry. I feel like it needs
if you don't put on deodorant, your
right,
armpits are
right
dry.
after I shower, right after, and I shower every morning.
Okay.
But I feel like if I don't put deodorant and I wake up, I'm just gonna feel uncomfortably
you don't
musty.
think that's like a waste of deodorant though?
No.
No?
No. You, for certain things, you kind of just have to like not look at it in portion. Like lotion. If I have to buy a whole bunch of lotion throughout the entire year, let's say I bought like 7 different packs of those big jars of lotion for 2023, I'm not gonna look at it as a waste. If somebody tells me to budget my life, I'm not budgeting lotion.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't budget lotion. I wouldn't budget deodorant.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't budget Blistex, stuff like
right.
that.
What's Blistex?
Blistex is it's like Carmex. It's just
What's Carmex?
a lip. That's how I know your lips be ashy. What do
Look
you
at my
use?
lips.
Oh
Look at my lips.
no,
They're fine.
no, I see the cracks. Yeah.
Where?
Anywho, no. What do you use? You use what? The bees?
I don't use anything.
You don't put any type of moisturization on your lips.
Mm-mm. My lips are fine. I just winked at the camera.
Anywho, I think that's why we're doing to sleep. I feel more comfortable with it. I wear.
When you put on deodorant,
Uh-huh.
how many swipes do you do?
I don't count. You know what's crazy?
I don't count either.
You don't.
When I
One of
was
my
a kid-
friends.
When I was
one
a
of my
kid,
friends.
my mom was like, "Why are you putting on so much? You only need to do like 1, 2, 3 swipes. That's it."
You know
I'm
what's
like,
crazy?
I tried that. Guess what? I went to school.
And
By
you
the
was
end of the
musty.
day, by half the day, I was musty. I smelled like a
No.
freaking onion,
No, bro. What I'm okay.
like
what
a
I-
freshly cut onion.
No, bro. Okay. I just had this conversation with a friend of mine.
The next day, I went like,
Like literally 3 days ago, I just had this conversation with a friend of mine. I was at his house. Him and I were painting his room, and we were painting his room. And he was putting me on to this deodorant. It smells amazing. I don't even remember the name, but it was strong.
Mhm.
And he's like, "Oh yeah, I just do 3 stripes and I'm out." And I'm like, and he's like, "Yeah, but it's strong." So it makes sense. I think it makes sense for certain deodorants, like ones that
no,
are
I
strong.
need like an
But
inch of layering.
I need like I'm going ham. Like
if I don't, I will smell. Exactly.
like,
Yeah.
I'm going crazy. I have to
Mhm.
feel it. I have to be able to. My mom.
Yeah, I need to do it.
I be like,
Maybe that's why we get along so well.
Bro, I have to, bro. I'm not leaving the house.
I know. I do it on this side, do it on this side, and
And
then
then,
go at the same
yeah,
time.
just like a little. Now, I do like a one.
You gotta like spread it out a little bit.
Yeah,
and,
you
like,
gotta hit every crevice.
I keep on like
Yeah.
tapping your shoe.
He
I'm
keeps
so
on
sorry.
tapping on my shoe, and I was gonna wait until the cameras were off to spaz at you. I was gonna be like,
apologize.
bro, my sneakers.
I
Why?
apologize. I'm gonna keep my feet over.
You know,
here.
one thing about Josh, and we talk about this all the time, right? We
The
talk
way I
about
tie my Nike Air Forces are perfectly fine. Don't even think
we're
about
not-
it.
That's a different conversation. We talk about how we talk about how people spend a lot of money on sneakers and how dumb it is to an
Mhm.
extent. I've been spending a lot of money on sneakers. Like for I
You don't say.
hold on.
Look, to
hold
an
on.
extent, it's
Hold on. I feel like when it's an obsession, it's bad. But when it's like, what is something that you spend unnecessary amounts of money on? Probably protein. Probably grilled chicken. Probably your chocolate shakes.
people.
See, your toxic trait is being a people person and spending a lot of money on people.
I don't care about
You need to
money in
spend-
a sense. When I'm
You
getting
know
something,
what?
when
That's
I'm
what I'm gonna
getting
do.
something for somebody else.
Nah, that's what I'm gonna do.
I
When we're
do-
rich,
I don't care.
when I'm rich, I'm sorry. This keeps bothering me.
You're fine.
When I'm rich, bro, I know something that I'm probably gonna do, bro. I think I'm going to take you out for you to go, or we're both gonna be rich.
We're both gonna. What?
But I'm gonna take you out, and I'm gonna be like your buying coach, and I'm gonna make you buy stuff without thinking about the price or anything. If you like it, you get it. And I think that's why people like getting. I personally spend a lot of money on sneakers that I personally feel like I like and I want and I deserve. Now, I also feel that way about anything. Your car, you like, you want, you deserve. He has a nice car. There's nothing wrong with that. Do I disagree with the fact that you have a lease at your
Absolutely.
age? Every single day, I will call Josh and be like, "You are stupid. You shouldn't be leasing." Anyway, but
That's what I mean.
but do I judge you for it? No. Do I make fun of you for it? Yes. I don't judge you for
still
it.
judge me.
I don't judge you
Well,
because I can't do anything about it. You're not my son, so if I could judge my kids because I could change it, I can't judge you about certain things. Like I feel like I do things that you wouldn't do. You do things that I wouldn't do. I don't really think that
like you buy a new
requires
car
judging.
every month.
Yo, you know what's funny?
I wouldn't do that.
I've been through 5 vehicles since the moment I've gotten my driver's license to now. But let's not talk about that right now. Let's not talk. Hold on.
I've been
Hold
through
on.
one.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let's revisit this conversation about leasing.
One.
Let's revisit this conversation about leasing and buying and how
You just suck at driving.
Wait, hold
you
on.
admit it.
No, wait, hold on. hold on.
Or
Hold
you
on.
just no. Honestly, you just been getting unlucky. If I'm being honest.
Hold on.
Okay.
We're not. Hold on. I think you should start spending a little bit more on yourself.
Explain.
I think you're the type of person to say, "This is nice, I want it, but this is unreasonable to buy. It's expensive," but then be okay with paying that same amount of money, not immediately, over a month of spending on other people. Let's say you spend $120 on somebody in a not just one person or whatever
Sure.
in a month, and what you wanted was $120. You just spent $120 on other people before yourself. And the reason why I say this is because Josh, you and I are pretty similar in certain things, in certain aspects, and that is something that that was one thing I could reflect back onto 2023 around May down that I started doing more, spending more time, money, and energy on yourself. You do that to an extent, of course. You work out, you train, you care about what you eat, you're healthy. And I'm not going to not acknowledge that. You do. I think you should do more of it. I think you need more self-love when it comes to material things. I think you should.
It's a lot.
It feels good.
It's a lot easier to do when you don't have other people in your life. Other people that you are not.
You and I are friends. What's stopping? I'm not saying we haven't hung out in a long time.
It's the fact that we don't see each other every day.
Yeah, we haven't hung out in a long time and we don't see each other every day. But I think that's healthy space.
True, but how do you?
You
say
need
that?
to
Like, let's
create
say-
more healthy space with
Let's
people.
say you have a significant other.
dude, aside from your significant other, even with your significant other, unless you guys are married, and even if you are married, think about your parents. They go out into the world and come back and see each other at the end of the day, and probably don't really talk to each other as much a couple days. I'm not saying they do it every time. Reflecting on my parents. My mom is a busy woman. She has a lot of responsibilities. She has school. She has work. She has kids. My mom doesn't even work full time. My mom works part time. My dad works full time. My dad is a pastor, and he's a minister, and he has a job, right? My dad and my parents will interact with each other every day via phone, but be next to each other, spend money on each other in that same day. That's not happening every single day. And I think aside from them coming home and whatever, like I'm saying, like spending the entire day with each other. That's not what they do. They'll come home and they'll say hi to each other, love each other, blah blah blah, talk about stuff, go to bed, blah blah blah. That's different. I feel like nowadays when you are in a relationship with someone, there's some this weird pressure, or not weird pressure, but there's this longing to always be with them.
Mm.
And guys don't like to admit it, but we like being there for the person that we're with. We
Of
love,
course.
like, I love being there for my girlfriend. I like it makes sense. But there's a healthy space that needs to be created between you guys. There and sometimes when you guys go to the same school or same job or whatever, that healthy space
Right, but how do you
is
do
impossible.
that? How do you do that without coming off as like, oh, you don't want to see me? Blah 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 blah.
It's just a conversation that needs to happen.
Mm.
It's a conversation that needs to happen, in my opinion. Um, I think
I also feel like it depends like what kind of significant other you have. Like it's not necessarily that you want to spend money on them. It's like what if you have somebody that is like has an expensive personality. Not necessarily expensive, but like likes to get takeout all the time. Likes to go to the mall every time. But you're
is
not
she paying?
it doesn't matter. Or just
No,
likes
if
to,
she's paying, she could do whatever she wants.
as opposed to like a homebody who just like you just cuddle literally all day and watch TV.
Regardless, I feel like both you guys hanging out outside of the house, inside the house, you need to create healthy space
But that's
between
the
each
thing.
other.
That's the thing. Every time, like, if I'm going out with that person,
Mhm.
no matter like where we're going,
Mhm.
I have this desire to pay, even if it's not
I
for me.
get that,
Like,
bro.
if they're getting
I
heels
get
for
that,
themselves,
and that's fine.
and they're like,
That's why you should create a healthy space for them to be able to go to the mall without you. You put yourself in that position. If you say I'm going to the mall with my girlfriend because she wants to go to the mall, if you could just simply go like, okay, all right, no problem, have a good time there. Like that's how you start creating a healthy space. It's not every single time your girlfriend wants to go to the mall, go out and do something that you have to tag along.
mm,
If you automatically go, okay, yeah, I'll come. Duh, you're gonna end up paying.
mm. Or you could just like mentally prepare yourself, be like, you're not paying, you're not paying.
No,
you're
like
not paying, you're
for
not
me, I had to do what I'm saying now. I had to like take a step away from being there because I know when I'm there, there's things that I'm
Right.
going to do,
paying. Right.
and that's one of the reasons why I had to take myself out of a lot of situations, not in terms of like not just friends groups, not just like family situations. That's one of the reasons why I left my dad's church, for an example. You know what I'm saying? I just know while I'm there, I didn't want to pretend to be happy and pretend to be okay with whatever's going on that made me feel uncomfortable, knowing that I didn't want to feel like that. And sometimes you just have to take yourself out of an environment that you know you're going to end up having to do something. So if you know you're going to end up having to pay for your girlfriend, create a boundary where you guys don't go out all the
Don't put
time.
yourself in that situation.
Why are you going to the
Right.
mall with her? Why are you going to go with her to get her car cleaned every single week? I'm not saying make not like take away the rituals, but geez, let each other breathe.
Where did the car thing come from?
Um, dude, there ended up having to be a time where I recall just going to the car wash with this girl I was dating at some point, cause I don't even want to talk about this, bro. We're not gonna talk about this. we would go to the. She would say, "I'm going," and the first time she was like, "I'm going to go to the car wash." I said, all right, yeah, let me come along. I looked at it as a hanging out moment, and it would have been nice if it was just one time. It was the fact that we went to the car wash. She apparently goes to the car wash every week. I went to the car wash one time, paid for her car to get
How
washed.
much was it?
It wasn't that much. It was like $24.99. Paid for the car to get car washed. Mind you, $24.99 could be a monthly subscription.
Bigger.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm getting chunky, bro. But here in the gym, bro. I'm trying. But thank you. Now every week that she goes to car wash, I'm going, and I'm paying every single time. That's 20, 40, 60, 80, $100 every 5 weeks.
It's like a subscription service.
At that point, I put myself there. I mean,
you're paying to have a girlfriend.
Grant, and that's on top of dates. That's on top of hanging out. Blah blah blah.
Oh my god.
There's two things you could do at that point.
Get her dad to pay for it.
Her dad? Question mark? I'm like, hold on. I think there's two things that you could do if you're gonna stick with this person, right? For example, let's say you're staying in this relationship.
Yeah.
The first thing you should do is either don't say anything and spend the money and be dumb every single time. Or the sooner you have an uncomfortable conversation about it.
Right, set the precedent in the beginning.
Yeah. And even if you're like 2 weeks in, 3 weeks in.
Can you imagine like you
just
go on
do
your
it.
first date? All right, let's set the ground rules. I'm not paying for no car wash.
Bro, actually, bro.
You pay for your own heels.
I remember the first time I set like a president on a date. Bro,
What did
it was
you
a
say?
terrible date, bro. No, it wasn't a terrible date. So this girl that I was talking to at some point, she was like, "Oh, I'm not looking for nothing." I said, "I bet." So I'm not paying for nothing. So we hung out, and I didn't look at it as a date because I think we had this conversation.
I think we did.
We probably did. I told you about this
Wait.
because we hung out. It was a good time. Yeah.
Okay. I know what you're talking
I went to
about.
sleep, bro. Like I
I remember that.
Bro, we had a good time.
I remember that
We
phone
ate.
call.
Yes, bro. I bought food for myself. She bought food for herself. I'm like, yeah, you paying for this because we hanging out, right? You're not interested in a relationship. You paying for this. If it was, she was like, oh, okay, let's hang out. I would have paid, obviously. But it was the fact that it was a wall from the beginning. She paid for her food. I paid for her food. If you know me personally, you know that I fall asleep at any time, anywhere. It doesn't matter. Like I'm not narcoleptic. Like I won't be driving and fall asleep. But if I pull over and say I'm sleeping for 5 minutes, I will sleep for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, like as soon as 5 minutes hit.
Once that timer goes up, I wake up. So I ate, and if you also do know me personally, you know that when I get hungry and I eat, right after I eat, I get pretty tired. And if I go to sleep,
that goes for everybody.
we had a heavy meal.
Yeah.
So we were on the
About to take a
date,
nap.
and I'm like, I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna go to sleep. Like I went. She was like, "Are you for real right now?" I said, "Yeah."
Yeah, wake me up in 5 minutes.
It was 20. I was like, "Wake me up in 20 minutes," because I had to drive another 15 minutes. She's not paying gas. Like we went to a whole nother city, and she didn't pay gas. I spent like $45 on gas. So I'm about to go to sleep and drive this car when I feel like I need to. Anyway, obviously we're just two. I treated her as if we were two friends hanging out because that was the vibe. When we was two friends hanging out, I ain't get nothing out of that date. I'm from around the way. I ain't leave there with nothing. Anyway, I went to sleep, woke up, and we continued on with our day, and we had a great time. Yeah, but I folded with her another. As we made it clear that we're only cool, blah blah blah. I ended up paying for like Matt. I folded. Can't fold. You guys gotta, bro. You gotta stand on business.
Eyes. It was the eyes.
It was the eye. You gotta stand on business. I folded. I think I paid for nails are expensive.
I'm practicing my
Was
dad.
like $120. Huh? Dad.
What?
Bro, nails? She got her nails done and I paid for them, bro. And she didn't require me to. I just did it. Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy.
Thank you for tuning in and watching.
Yeah. Let's end on that note. Let's end. You're so disappointed. But I never spent $120 on myself during that time.
Bro,
That's why I will spend whatever
you're gonna
money
be-
on sneakers that I want, not for other people's
If you
approval.
buy something
But
that is
if
that
I-
much money,
All right, I get it, bro.
at least make it last. That costs. Okay, it costs $120. It's gonna last a week. If I'm spending $120 for somebody, it's gonna last them like a pair of shoes. Probably not a pair of shoes. Like a hoodie.
Wait, pause.
No.
Wait,
not
pause.
even a hoodie.
Pause.
Just something like
Pause.
multiple pairs of hoodies.
If your girlfriend or wife in the future asks for you to pay for her nails, you're not doing it because
no, that's
it's not
different.
gonna last.
No. That's different. I'm talking about in your situation.
I'm not buying her a sweater.
$110 to $20 on nails. That's
I'm not buying her a sweater.
Bro, 1 week later,
I'm not
they're
buying
gone.
her.
1 week later,
You thought I was
they're
gonna
gone.
buy her Beats? Like what do you mean? What was I supposed to buy her?
Yeah, that would have been more appreciative.
No, I'm not buying somebody
if you were
something.
willing to spend $120 on this girl, why would you spend it on the nails? Out of all things, you have the $120 in your hand.
Bro.
You could either choose A, Beats, or B, nails.
I'm spending.
You chose nails that last a week.
I
as
think.
opposed
I
to
think.
Beats
I
that
think it
last
depends on
years.
what it means to her. If she already has a pair of Beats, why am I buying her a
Then
pair
don't
of
get a
Beats?
Beats, get her something else. That's the point.
No, she needed her nails done. She needed her nails done.
Invest in
In an IRA account, like-
that's 100. What was that like stumbling right there?
Yeah, you were struggling.
Put the $120 in the S&P 500. Watch it grow. Tell it, look, baby. In
When-
10 years from now, that's gonna be
I'm not doing that with somebody who
$1,200.
I'm not dating, bro. That was what?
no.
Thank you for tuning in to
Thank you
another
for tuning in.
episode. Thank you. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. I hope you guys had a good time watching.
Don't
I'm
spend
Johnson
$120.
Celeste. Don't spend $120. If you guys,
On a person you're never gonna see again, nonetheless.
my name is Johnson Celestin,
My name is Joshua Sachikov.
and thank you for watching Talks with Johnson. You guys have a good one.
Peace out.